Tonight, I'm very happy to welcome my friend Catherine Natale. She's an actress, writer, producer, and we published her interview earlier this year. And we are happy that she is joining us from Las Vegas. How are you now, Catherine?
Oh, good. Good, Sherif. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Okay, we published, a little bit about you, your upbringing, your studies, your theater background, and also about your two web series, all about Manus and Redneck Weddings, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Tell me, how is it going with these two web series? Are they a continuing project or something happened?
Okay. Redneck Weddings has now, I've rewrote it. And during the pandemic, I decided to rewrite it and add more characters, more depth to the character. Basically, it's about a woman who's cursed, who's been all her husbands dropped dead, and she is trying to find love. And she has a wedding chapel that is crazy, bizarre, and they are promising her everlasting love. So what I did was I ended up changing it and I rewrote it. And now the title of that project is hashtag my gamophobia. It's about fear of marriage is really what it means. And so that's what I did. And it just got into a film festival, the Austin Revolution Film Festival, as a script. I was one of the 200 scripts that they picked. And that's going to be in Austin, Texas in March. And I'm really, really excited because I get a chance to pitch it. So that's really great. I still have Redneck Weddings on the side. I have a website for it, Redneck Weddings TV series, redneckweddingstv.com. So if anyone wants to take a look at it, they can. But it has evolved. So I'm really excited about that. All About Manos continues to do really well in film festivals. And we've gotten some online platforms, more online platforms that we're on now, and some offers for distribution. The Seoul Web Fest had a virtual, festival. And with that, because of COVID, which was disappointing because I wanted to go to South Korea. But anyway, we were really excited. We got nominated. We did not win, but that's okay. And a lot of the people from New Jersey Web Fest, which I was a part of last year for All About Manos, were also part of that festival too. So it was like a little kumbaya when we did the virtual Zoom meeting together. So it was really, really community, a lot of love, a lot of support from everyone. That was really, really something. Didn't expect it, but we got in. All About Manos also got distribution for Asia now through Seoul Web Fest and their production company. So we will be doing, it will be on in Japan, it will be on in China, it will be on in South Korea. It's pretty amazing, and we get to make just a little bit of money, just a little bit, so.
Yesterday I was watching like a video on YouTube, and this guy was like talking about an article recently published in the National Enquirer, and they are speaking there, it's some kind of course, a tabloid magazine, but they were saying that Hollywood will have a problem, because of the COVID, and maybe studios wouldn't produce such big budget films and provide such big salaries, you know, to first class star, you know, or they say, I think, the A list, you know, or the elite list. But tell me, do you think production will be different in the upcoming period, you know, regarding cinema, television, and also independent works like yours?
You know, the business is about collaboration. It's about the connection. It's about being together, being in a scene, either it's a love scene or it's a friendship scene, hugging each other. Um, it's about being a little, for lack of a better term, loose with each other because you're all artists and you all have a vision or a mission to get this project the best it could be. And COVID kind of took away from that. It took away a little bit where you always have to worry if you're going to get it. If you always have to worry that you're not going to infect someone else that you're working with. So there are provisions on the set now. Los Angeles, little by little, a lot of independent films are beginning to shoot, but very cautiously. They have to get their temperature taken within, I believe, within 32 hours. They have to stay in their wardrobe. Their wardrobe is bagged. The wardrobe person never touches it. They have to constantly wash their hands and things like that, that you would never thought about it when before COVID started. And just being together, lunchtime, we have to be 6 feet apart. We no longer can have a buffet lunch where everybody can pick whatever they choose. It's all packaged food. So there's a coldness about it. Hopefully we can get through that. Also, the sets are like 10 people on a crew. If you have a major movie film shoot, there is at least 50 to 80 people on set. So that has cut down on jobs, and everybody has to take a shift, in a sense, almost like a factory, a shift, so that they can get 10 people here at 1 to 2, another 10 people at 3 to 4. You know, it's a shift that takes place where everyone would hang out and, you know, debate or talk about connect or make those connections. So in a way, it has taken away that spontaneity that you would find on a movie set, which is sad. But at the same time, people have to be safe. And until this is eradicated, this is our reality. For really something like very low budget, there are precautions, but it's the really big movie sets that are going to have a problem because it's going to cost them more to shoot than it would if they had what they had before. Also, you know, a lot of the auditions now are all Zoom. Everything is Zoom. They have a Zoom for your callback, a Zoom to meet you, that impersonal thing that we all have to do now. And it kind of takes away from the artistic discovery that you would normally have gotten. So going forward, this is what we're at. And there's nothing we can do but be safe and to respect each other. Even the actors have to wear masks the whole time they're not filming. We're kind of, USA is kind of a hot spot, and we have to do what we can. But I'm hoping one day we can be what we used to be. I'm being positive and hoping that, you know, we can get through this.
Yes, you know, I was thinking, since you told me you're based in Las Vegas, that also the city also has been changed, because when you say Las Vegas, you remember the movies, old films with Elvis Presley, and the Ocean 11 series with George Clooney, and the lights and the theaters and the MGM. Was the city calmer, during the lockdown? Of course, you lived there.
The city, gambling is a very, close encounter sport. I mean, people don't like to have to go through a plexiglass when they have to look at somebody. Yeah, Vegas suffered a great deal. They're just getting back. Um, we're like an international tourist spot, so we get so many other people from all over. And at one point, if you went to Vegas, you had to quarantine for 2 weeks once you got back. But now they have lifted that. We're a little bit more open than Los Angeles. Los Angeles is still rather cold, closed. There is some more people moving from California to here and to start film to shoot, because they have a little bit more, it's a little bit more open, but still precautionary. So yeah, Vegas suffered a little bit. It did.
And right now, what are you preparing for the next period?
So right now, we wrote 6 new episodes for All About Manos. COVID kind of stopped any kind of pre-production of that. The 6 episodes are really great. We have Eden Young, who's my co-partner in it and writer, and she plays the lead character. I guess I should say what All About Manos is about. It's about a girl who had a date in high school and never let go of that date 20 years later. So she's stalking the one man who she had that one kiss, her first kiss to. And she travels to Los Angeles from New Jersey and stalks him, obsessed about him, wants him to love her, and he doesn't love her. So that's what that's all
Or
about.
horror?
What?
It's a comedy or horror?
It's a comedy. It's a comedy. It's actually taken from someone I knew who was obsessed with a guy who she could never let go of. And he would have to move from place to place because she would always find out where he lived. And so it was that experience I had with her. And I said, gee, this would be a great web series. And me and my friend Eden Young, who we worked together as actors, we said, okay, let's collaborate. And we did. And we finally, we wrote a couple of episodes. We had a great cast and crew. A lot of the actors are on TV and film. And then we said, okay, let's do 6 more episodes. Let's write something. Let's finish it. It's almost like a finish of a mini series. And so we wrote it, and then COVID happened. So we're waiting, and also we're going to be doing some crowdfunding to help with that, because it's going to be very expensive.
You reminded me of this plot. There is a song called You Might by the band. It was a very good band. I used to love to listen to The Cars, if you remember The Cars.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And they had this clip of the song You Might, and it's a guy, of course, pursuing a girl, the singer, and he's everywhere. She opens the refrigerator, he's inside the microwave, he's, inside her bed, he comes up from her ears. So, so this sitcom, reminded me visually of, you might think, The Cars,
Yeah,
but
I think,
it's a very nice idea, and many people will cope with that. around the world.
Yeah,
It's an
we've had many
international.
people who said, I can relate to this. I've had a stalker in my life. And, you know, I mean, you could just go on Twitter and find stalkers too. So,
Social media, of course, you know, the, right now the best the best place.
yeah, everyone,
But
yeah.
really, I hope you wish you the best of luck in the series and the funding and the production of the upcoming episodes. You know, I was talking to a colleague of ours. He's handling a festival in Berlin, a series festival, you know, and another who is handling a serious festival as well in Spain. So I'll be very happy to share with you this. Maybe you can submit
Okay.
the episode there. It will be very nice to take it outside of the US as well.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Redneck Weddings was part of the festival that you were part of, and that's how we met. And then now, All About Manos has traveled from Asia. We've gone to many other countries. England, in particular, the Brits love us because it's very dry, and also USA too. It's pretty amazing. When we shot it, we only had $2,000. That's it. We didn't have any money. It was a very tight budget. A lot of people did it for nothing, their time. But once they read the scripts, they really said, you know, this is funny. And so we felt, okay, we'll do the best we can. And a lot of people donated everything to us. And I said, you know what? I'm going to market the hell out of this and submit it and do what we can do to, you know, help the actors that were in it so they can get publicity. The crew, everyone that, you know, took their time out to donate their time and efforts. So it was a collaboration, but we took a chance. And I remember being on the set and saying, you know what? I think we have something, you know. I don't know where it will go, but I think we have something. And it was a great experience. And if nothing else, if I don't get a chance to film the next 6 episodes, I can say I did it. So we did it, me and Eden. So yeah.
I wish you all the best, you know, in the upcoming production, and I hope next year will be better for all of us, you know, and all the best to you, to your co-workers and your family.
Thank you. Creativity always wins.
Yes. Take care, Catherine. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you so much for having me.
Take
Take
care.
care.